Pick and shovel is based on a very simple premise. And that is when people are chasing shiny objects like gold or the hottest new technology trend or whatever the case may be, you can join them if you want. And you can hope that you end up with a big score and you get P.A.I.D. Or you can find something they need on their chase and watch their profits pour in. See, the thing is, you must look at and through a situation. You must see now what others see eventually. You must think unconventionally and get P.A.I.D. from what people need to chase their dreams, to chase that something shiny. Now, the term comes from, I'm talking about the term pick and shovel play, that comes from the California gold rush of the mid-1800s, when prospectors were flocking to the Golden State looking for what? Riches. And some of them succeeded and ended up wealthy beyond their wildest dreams, but the majority of them failed miserably. That was due in part to the knowledge and skills of the prospectors, but some of it also had to do with them not focusing on exactly what all of them need to have to go out and seek their riches. You see, it was a harsh and unforgiving environment, and not everyone made it to the right place at the right time. Now, a more reliable source of wealth came from selling supplies to the prospectors, to the dreamers, if you will, to the miners, such as picks and shovels. You see, these were products that every miner needed. So the seller made money regardless of whether any one of the customers struck it rich or not. You see, a pick and shovel play capitalizes and capitalizes on a major growth sector by investing in the products and services that supply it. Instead of trying to figure out which company is going to win the race to a dominant sector or field or whatever the case may be, you can sit back and bank steady profits while the various competitors duke it out. So, today, we have not one gold rush, but several gold rushes, if you will. And I'm speaking figuratively. Instead of making a grueling wagon trip out west, you can invest in these pick and shovel plays without leaving your desk. So at this time, I'd like to present to you 5 of the top growing sectors and our Ask the Wiz Wealth Institute pick and shovel plays to deliver consistent and sizable profits no matter which company wins. Pick and shovel play number 1. We're talking about monetizing the marijuana frenzy. We're talking about hemp. We're talking about herb, whatever you want to call it. Now, one of the most reliable profit plays on legal marijuana comes not from a young startup, but from a $5.6 billion enterprise that began 150 years ago in a place called Marysville, Ohio. I'm talking about Scott's Miracle-Gro, symbol SMG. Now, Scott's Miracle-Gro is a leader in lawn care and gardening products and maker of the familiar Roundup brand of weed killer. Now, SMG has made a huge investment in the legal marijuana industry by diving into hydroponics. Now, hydroponics, it's a plant growing method that has been around for at least 400 years, but it has taken on new significance in the age of large-scale marijuana production. Because of its specific need for light and darkness, marijuana plants are most effectively grown indoors. And hydroponics makes this process easier by using nutrient-enriched water instead of soil. You see, in 2014, Scott's created a subsidiary called the Hawthorne Gardening Group. Write that down, the Hawthorne Gardening Group. And this subsidiary has managed the company's interest in what? Hydroponic technology. 2 years later, Hawthorne Gardening Company began the process of investing $500 million into hydroponics acquisitions, including large stakes in indoor lighting producer Gavita and plant supplement producer America Agrotech. Now, even without any further marijuana legalization on the way, this would have been a savvy move. Research and markets project the global hydroponics market to grow from $19.95 billion in 2015 to $27.33 billion in 2020. But with legal marijuana consumption set to explode in the coming years, Scotts Miracle-Gro provides investors with the safety and reliability of a Fortune 1000 company while also giving the opportunity to rake in cash from a burgeoning industry. Scotts is indeed the clear choice to anchor the low-risk end of the spectrum. And its early move to embrace the cannabis community could help turn it some hefty profits. And in the meantime, in between time, get you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute family, P.A.I.D. as well. Scotts Miracle-Gro, symbol SMG. Now the next pick and shovel play or company I want to give you is a company that will allow you to get P.A.I.D. from the cryptocurrency craze without the wild ups and downs of the cryptocurrency arena. You see, it wasn't that long ago that cryptocurrency was a niche that most traditional investors wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And today it's featured regularly in the Wall Street Journal and highly respected finance and financial magazines and frequently on the financial news networks. And in fact, in November of last year, the Financial Times called cryptocurrencies, quote, the biggest speculative boom since the dot-com fever, end quote. Now, of course, the key word there is speculative. No one really knows where Bitcoin or the other cryptocurrencies are going from here. Even the idea that Bitcoin would be a reliable hedge against the traditional markets has proven untrue. When the stock market took a nosedive in early February, as it's doing right now, real time, here inside the Classroom Out Walls, Bitcoin continued its plunge that began in December. It fell 63% below its December high before beginning a slow rebound. So it's understandable that some investors are weary of investing significant amounts in commodities that will make their hearts race on a daily basis. Enter our darling position. That's right. We're talking about our AI darling, the company that has blockchain on lockdown, blockchain, the underlying technology that fuels cryptocurrencies. We're talking about NVDA, sometimes pronounced NVDA Corporation, symbol NVDA. Now, this Silicon Valley tech company doesn't offer a cryptocurrency, but its GPU graphic cards can be used to mine many of the cryptocurrencies. Demand for cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum and Litecoin and Monero is one reason why NVIDIA gained 74% in 2017. NVDA drew $150 million in revenue from cryptocurrency miners in just one quarter last year. Now, there's a reason for the revenue to climb even higher. Okay? Now, NVIDIA is also tapped into one of the biggest tech trends of our time. We're talking about self-driving vehicles as well. The company has partnered with automakers including Toyota, Mercedes-Benz, and Tesla to deliver artificial intelligence platforms in their upcoming models. This particular position allows you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute family, and listeners alike to have a very clever play on cryptocurrencies, but also a lucrative stake in artificial intelligence. It gives you all the excitement of today's hottest investing trends without the associated risk as you get P.A.I.D. continually. NVIDIA, symbol NVDA. Now, the next position I want to go ahead and give you, talking about our pick in several positions, and I'm going to give you five positions. This is the number 3 position. in no particular order. Okay? It has to do with a particular company. A company that allows us to be able to have access to a company that has one product that ships with every online order. Listen to me now. Very clever, intelligent play. Every online order that is shipped from the big boy like Amazon or you name it, every online order has a product that this company produces. Listen to me closely. You see, picking an e-commerce winner isn't all that difficult. You just go ahead and rock Amazon.com, symbol AMZN, because it has been the obvious choice for years. But there is one potential problem for investors, okay, and that's that very, very high price per share, pushing up over $1,000 per share. Now, in this case, a pick and shovel play gets us around that barrier as far as that high price point per stock for Amazon by providing something that Amazon and other online retailers cannot do without. Thanks to the huge growth in e-commerce, guess what? Cardboard boxes have never been so exciting. In 2000, the average cardboard box maker produced something on the order of 3.1 billion square feet worth of boxes. Today, that figure stands at 4.2 billion square feet, or more than enough to cover the entire city of Detroit. Now, e-commerce accounts for 2/3 of all cardboard box purchases today. The continued growth of online shopping, in other words, is also going to be great for companies that make those cardboard boxes. One of the best is a company called Packaging Corporation of America, symbol PKG. Now, PKG is based in Illinois, and it is one of the largest producers of containerboard and corrugated packaging products in the United States. And it's been growing at a super fast clip. Between 1997 and 2016, PKG's corrugated products line has grown 68%, much faster than the industry average. Earnings grew 23% last year and are projected to grow another 25% in 2018. PKG has also met or exceeded earnings expectations in each of the last 4 quarters. Now, besides the lower price that it has in Amazon, it's around $120 per share. PKG also offers a dividend yield, family members, of 2.11%. Now, its products aren't flashy, but you probably won't mind the supercharged stock performance of PKG, as it gets you P.A.I.D. Classic example of thinking unconventionally. Amazon doesn't make any cardboard boxes, but they are the world's largest online shipper. You must see now what others see eventually and get P.A.I.D. PKG. Next position I want to give you is a company that is very, very smart and intelligent. Now, we're going to get into the quasi-pharmaceutical realm here, giving you some diversification in these pick and shovel positions. Now, this company doesn't develop breakthrough drugs, but its products deliver them. Once again, thinking unconventionally. Listen to me. Every drug must have a modality of presentation. It has to have a way and means of being introduced into the human. Listen to me. New blockbuster drugs hit the market all the time, and they provide major profits for their investors. Then again, only a small fraction of drugs that are developed ever receive FDA approval, let alone blockbuster status. But if you own the company that makes the syringes to deliver those drugs, it doesn't matter which drugs are successful and which ones flop. You make money either way, just like the Rothschilds. A Rothschild play, if you will. So, our next pick and shovel position, if you will, is a company called Becton Dickinson and Company. Becton Dickinson and Company trades under the symbol BDX. Now, BDX makes a large line of medical products, including single-use syringes that are literally must-haves for countless patients in the 50 countries where BDX operates. Now, the stock, since September of 2014, has risen 93%. That's compared to 39% for the S&P 500. This is also a great position to consider for inclusion in your portfolio if you're concerned about market uncertainties, as you will see is occurring today with the Dow being down over 500 points. Okay? This position also, talking about BDX, has raised its dividend for 46 consecutive years. 46 consecutive years. And because it sells must-have products, it can easily raise its prices as interest rates rise as well without significant backlash. Plus, listen to me. When the global recession brought the S&P 500 down 34.3% from June 2008 to 2009, BDX shares fell only 6.5%. Only 6.5% compared to the S&P 500 falling 34.3%. Since 2009, earnings have doubled, and the stock price is up 250%. And there's every reason to believe that it will continue to put up similar returns in the years to come. BDX, wonderful pick and shovel position that will get you P.A.I.D. consistently. And the last position I want to give you is a company, okay, that will make you an investor in as a landlord to the 21st century's most valuable resource. And that most valuable resource is information. Let's think unconventionally once again. Digital media consumption has grown at an astonishing rate in recent years. The first video that ever appeared on YouTube was uploaded just 13 years ago. And today, according to analysts, people watch 3.25 billion hours of video on YouTube every day. I said 3.25 billion hours every day. YouTube is owned by Alphabet. Okay, symbol Googl, a.k.a. Google. And it has plenty of competition. Netflix, Hulu, Time Warner, okay, and others. They're all vying for dominance in the online media field. The competition will only become fiercer as more people cancel their cable subscriptions and increasingly rely exclusively on the internet for their media entertainment. Now, you can buy a stake in those media companies themselves, but another option is to invest in the real estate these companies need. Listen to me. Digital Realty Trust, symbol DLR, doesn't boast Emmy-winning programs like Games of Thrones or Stranger Things. No, but it owns many of the data centers around the world that major technology firms use to store the massive amounts of data they handle. That includes not just entertainment media, but the big data and cloud computing storage handled by companies like Amazon, Facebook, and Microsoft. Digital Realty Trust, once again that symbol is DLR, is going to be a major beneficiary as our whole lives move online. The share price has slipped since a disappointing third quarter in 2017, but earnings have rebounded and are projected to grow 86%. And since Digital Realty is a real estate investment trust, a REIT, higher earnings means what? Higher dividends. And DLR already has an impressive yield of 3.64%. Family members, you've just been given some information that is 100% monetizable right NOW. As we see now what others see eventually, and as we develop our skill to think unconventionally.